Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. Now this reading will go from the 17th to the 23rd of November. Please remember that this reading is only general and it will flip-flop. The energies are only the general energies in the air, and it will be the reading for Virgo. So Virgo, not always will the readings resonate with you. Just move on and find another reader if my readings aren't resonating. Oh, very nice. Look what flipped out. 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true, Virgo. Very nice. Okay, so we have the card of the Devil coming out. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Now, the Devil card for me, I think it's a fabulous card. It's right up there. I love it. It's about overindulgence, obsession, ego, addiction, all the things that are taken to extreme. Can be about codependency and narcissism, but it's about those dark side of ourselves that we are bonded to or bound to and unable to release. It can be sometimes if you're in a toxic relationship, for example, and you can't release from it, then the Devil card will come out. So it's a card that has a lot of meaning to it. Now behind that we have the card of childhood. So I want to say to you, this may be something about your beliefs from being a child. So there may have been beliefs that you've come through life with thinking that's how things are, that's the way we do things here, and they may not be necessarily true for you. Now for some of you, this is about how you make money and about your abundance and how this is internet. Some of you may be having trouble getting an internet business off the ground. This is poverty consciousness here. This is about learning in your childhood that you weren't entitled to money, you weren't entitled to make money, and you're struggling with something in your life now because of it. So when we talk about poverty consciousness, it's a belief that you don't deserve to have money or you can never make enough money, and maybe you've struggled with this for most of your life. So in order to understand why that might have happened is you may have come from a family who when they were raising you were always struggling with money and told you all the time that, you know, money's hard to come by, money doesn't grow on trees, you know, you've got to work really, really hard to get where you've got to go. And some of those things get so entrenched in your psyche that you start to believe that you will never have what you want. And then you get this idea of this poverty consciousness. So let's see how that's affecting you at the moment. So this card here talks about saving. So maybe you've been a person who's found it very, very difficult to save money in the past. It could be that you are trying to manifest something. You could be trying to buy a house, trying to put money away, but yet every time you get money in the bank, something comes along and you are unable. It's like money slips through your hands here. So you're trying to manifest something and you can't get it off the ground. So you're trying to look to it. Some of you here trying to save for a holiday, trying to perhaps move. As I said, the home came up before. There's this feeling here that you're trying to invest in something, but nothing's coming through for you here. Okay, so we do have the star here. So there is some healing. So when I see this, I think, wow, you really do need to perhaps do something around meditation, going deep within yourself to understand what it is at the moment that you're not able to bring to you. This is about manifestation and not being able to manifest what you want. Okay, we'll keep going here. We have the King of Cups coming in here, and I feel like this is your energy. So maybe you're trying to manifest love here and wondering why you can't get love to come in. All right, we'll go through and we'll talk about that. This is the card of Temperance. It's the card of having balance. It's the card of understanding divine timing. And then we have the Five of Swords, which of course is the card of winning battles but not winning the war. Constantly fighting against something. King of Swords coming out here. You could be dealing with a legal situation here too. So maybe you've been in some sort of situation or relationship where you've lost a lot of money here. You can't seem to manifest what it is you want, that's for sure. All right, Queen of Swords. So I have the King and the Queen of Swords here. Very interesting reading. 10 of Wands. So you're about to close out this cycle here. And the 3 of Pentacles coming out here as well. So wanting to build. So it seems to me that you want to build something with someone. You want to perhaps create some sort of life with somebody else. And it's just not getting off the ground here. And I feel it's because you have this idea or sense of things aren't going to work or go in your favor. And it's like you make some inroads here and things start to move, but then they just go backwards again. The 10 of Wands says to me that you're trying to close out a cycle here. And I do believe it's around manifestation and poverty consciousness. It's like you want to move forward. Maybe you're trying to build your finances up in order to get some sort of relationship off the ground. But every time you invest or get money in the bank, something happens and it has to be used for something else. So maybe you're trying to get to a point where you can ask someone to marry you, for example, but the finances just keep disappearing. This is a self-belief. It's a belief you have around how to manifest. It's something where you do not believe you have this capacity. I mean, I've heard people say it before, you know, and you think that's a very strange way to come at things. You know, everybody has opportunities and everybody has the opportunity if they believe in themselves. But this devil energy is telling me you don't believe in yourself because of something you've learned in childhood here. It could have been that your family, your friends, somebody taught you something that has made you believe that you may never amount to something. You may never have the love you want. You may never have the life you want. But yet the universe is saying it's here for you. It's right here for you. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to let go of these beliefs and move forward. And there's sort of like this understanding here of standing, the power to stand in your own truth and actually see who you are. Because at the moment you're not seeing the potential you have and this wonderful life you have in front of you, but it takes self-belief to get there. So what I see here is you learning about this because you're about to close out a cycle. I feel that there is somebody here that you have great potential with to build with, but for some unknown reason you feel like you're sort of fighting this battle that's never coming to an end or never coming to some sort of conclusion. I want to say to you that the universe is right behind you here trying to push you forward to understand this. You can have what you want, but you have to be more conscious of your either negative thinking, negative talking, or your beliefs that are stopping you from moving forward. So there's like this push from the universe to understand who you truly are and you'll learn your own value. But I've got to say, with this 10 of Wands here, there seems to be some sort of relationship or some sort of situation. I feel like some of you are married here, but perhaps not doing so well. But there's some sort of belief here that you can't improve your circumstances. And I want to say the universe is saying you can absolutely improve it here. You've just got to have more trust and faith in your own capacity because your self-belief is holding you back. Okay, 45. Time to go. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. So it talks about, and I can see that with the 10 of Wands, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience so far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. Yes, there is nothing left for you to do or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Yes, that's exactly what I'm reading here. How beautiful. You've got everything you want in front of you, Virgo. You just have to believe that it's there for you. It's waiting. The universe is like holding it up. If it's money, it's already in the bank. If it's a home, it's already built. You just have to believe it. If it's a relationship, this person is waiting for you and they appear to be some sort of soulmate here. You just have to believe. Have a great week.